continued in part 2. Hello, everybody. I know we are at 0 viewers right now. Sorry for the technical issues, but I guess this is part 2 of the G-Fest 23 live stream. We got a little sidetracked, attacked by random fireworks.
Yeah, he's sort of manic consistent. Like, he'll do one every 20 minutes. It's really annoying.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to be sharing the, whatchamacallit. I'm going to be sharing this to the links advertising the new live stream. And so, in the meantime, it's all right. In the meantime, we, we were talking about that one, hello?
Is that his name, Captain Crazy Fella?
Or rather, Captain Crazy. Short. Let's see.
Yeah, long story short, he made some really, really rude comments.
Right.
Oh,
and I think the end of it was he said, like, if you don't review this fucking video soon, I'm going to unsubscribe. And I said something like, maybe you should unsubscribe from life. And that was all.
Oh my god. Remember that Brian Cranston video we saw last year?
He does a little mic drop.
Yeah, where they did the Thug Life thing.
No.
I'm sorry. I know too many engineers and recording people to actually ever do a mic drop.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's like that. So rude. So rude.
Right. So yeah, I just started like ignoring this guy because like I want to do the videos that I want to do.
And then you ended up doing them.
Yeah, I'm almost. It's like my first review is almost done. Just waiting on some art. And
were you gonna do them anyway?
Yeah, I was gonna do them anyway. I just wanted to do it like a break between like what I like to call the season 3 scripted movie reviews and season 4.
Yeah.
You also moved out of the country in that time. So
yeah.
And I even said like, why don't you just watch the movies?
Like actually,
thoughts.
Yeah, and he said, I have watched the movies. I want to see his review.
It's like, well, you could wait.
I said to myself, you know what this water needs? Vodka.
I was gonna say an enema.
Whoa.
What does that even mean?
How do you give water an enema?
Yeah, that's kind of the instrument.
I'm just making a poor reference to Batman '89.
Don't we all the time?
Let's see. Oh, I think we know where Biggie's doing right.
Yeah, he's bowling.
Yeah.
He's not listening to this. He's not here.
Like he should.
Yeah.
Damn it, Biggie.
Actually not.
Really?
I guess not. It's all like witches and stuff.
Funny enough, there are some bowling alleys in Japan, but not.
But they're like 6 feet long.
But like, I guess none of my Japanese friends they never want to go bowling, but they always like to go karaokeing. I guess because like karaokeing is fine to them, but bowling, I guess, is just too embarrassing.
The opposite of America.
Yeah, they're willing to sing badly in front of their peers, but in terms of possibly performing poorly at a sport, that just won't do.
Actually, yeah, I can totally understand that.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
America. I was just like, who are you?
But you said performing poorly at a
What
sport,
happened to your life?
but it's bowling.
Right.
Yeah, drink a lot more doing karaoke.
That is true, yeah. I do see the appeal in karaoke. I mean, as someone who always loves to sing any chance I get, it's like,
Really?
yeah. I remember, like, back in high school, my friends and I used to play rock high school after, like, every Friday night. It'd always be, like, the first guy to choose the microphone, whereas everyone else is, like, drums or bass or guitar.
Yeah, basically.
That dick. It's actually karaoke.
No. It's karaoke.
Oh, okay.
It's not karaoke.
This kid coming in with the actually living in Japan, Andrew. How does that make you feel?
Put a T in it.
That's well, at least I wasn't too
Straight
far.
out of Gifu.
Hi.
I wasn't too far off either. So
Done super New York now. Like
It all came
super
out.
New York. Hey.
Yeah.
all right,
I'm
walking in here.
Hey, I'm
Get the fuck off
I'm
my
eating
Shut
here.
up with the shut up.
Oh, sorry. That's a little bit too New York for this neighborhood.
It's all elderly,
Yeah, all my neighbors are over the age of 80, so
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
except for the cop across the street.
yeah,
Oh,
and the cop.
everybody's terrified.
So there's a cop in this neighborhood who lives in this neighborhood.
Two. Yeah,
Two,
nice
okay.
guys.
Oh, my
Ah.
favorite.
But yeah, we should probably not scream.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
I thought it was a free country.
Just run out in the front yard and just start get a bullhorn. Man, fuck the police.
Yeah, don't do that in my yard.
Martinez's house.
Go.
Evan was full of crap.
We're talking about Voltron.
Right,
Yeah.
Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron. Oh yeah.
Okay. The thing I wanted. So, before we were distracted by the other shit. Oh, by the way, sorry. Speaking of being distracted, Bill, would you mind advertising the new link?
I just did.
All right, thank you very much.
It's on
Can you also
Master Network homepage and it's on my page.
tag all of us in there so that way all our friends would see it? And also, can you share it on the Toku Legion?
Yeah. Hang on one second.
Thank you very much.
Do it now.
Do
Oh my God, this
now.
Not a tumor.
or is it?
That's my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger line this year. Last year it was "Put the cookie down." Before that it was always "Get to the child."
So you got distracted
Right.
about getting distracted.
Exactly. So let's see. Last time when it came to Voltron, I was talking about Voltron,
Yeah.
which I have not revisited since watching it as a little kid. Another random thing. There was a CGI animated show on Nickelodeon, I believe. It was called Butt Ugly Martians.
Oh my God.
I
remember the
loved
Butt
it.
Ugly
No,
Mar-
I had the Game Boy game.
The
Yeah.
Burger King
I
toys,
had
though.
the Burger King toys.
Burger
where you
King
take
toys.
the
That might have
arm
been
off
after
and
my
there's a little guy.
time.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like in like the last years of elementary school when I saw that.
Oh God. All right. So what did they do? What was
Okay, is whenever the villains were like meeting up at like a seedy bar, in the back screen, and it always shows the transformation footage from the original Voltron. I have no idea why.
Butt Ugly Martian.
Maybe it was, but I know it was a CGI show, and I'm pretty sure it was Butt Ugly Martian. So when the villains are talking to each other, you can see on the screen behind the action sequence
That's
of
weird.
Voltron.
I like the transformation sequence in the new one.
Yes.
That's very cool. But I wish they had used
doubt
like
it.
the original music.
Yeah.
Like the original theme
Right.
and like the original music for the transformation scene.
Mhm. Or maybe like a rock cover of it or something.
Yeah, something. Maybe there was rights issues with those pieces, but
Possibly.
yeah, that's one thing. Like the theme is so powerful.
Hmm.
I think they needed that. But that's one of my few
Issues. Okay.
that and Karan.
Karan. Let's see. Who is he?
This is assistant guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Like in the original, he was kind of like the Chamberlain, or
Mhm.
yeah. But he used to be like really serious
Mhm.
and all business, and now he's just like comic relief.
Right, right.
And I don't dig him.
Okay.
No, but the princess is now what he used to be.
Yes.
So I guess you can't have both.
I guess so. I guess you gotta have a comic relief character somewhere. I guess.
Yeah.
So after that, I knew I saw bits of like commercial. The third Voltron show, which was Voltron Force. Never watched it. I was kind of put off by the art style, especially the design of Voltron. It's way too skinny.
That's another one. Like I gave them all a try.
Mhm.
Didn't like them because I think Legendary Defender is the only one that actually really
Mhm.
tried to like have the same feel.
Mhm.
So basically, it's the best one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, and it is quite possibly the best Voltron. Period. It might be sacrilege to say something is better than the original. The remake is better than the original, but having looked back on I want to say the first like 3 episodes of Voltron, a year ago, I gotta say the show, like looking at it objectively, does not hold up well at all.
No, and you could almost say like this Voltron is more of an original because it's not just a redubbed anime.
Right. It isn't tied down by the source material, but in a way still respects the source material. And there's this like thing that the original. Thank you, Jake. kaiju.
Shit, I think we got a comment.
So let's.
Oh no, there's a lot of comments.
Yeah.
They're just talking about Shin Godzilla.
I do want to say, if anyone questions from the last live stream that we have not had a chance to answer, please post them here as well. So in an interview, the people behind Voltron Legendary Defender, who are the same people, I think it was the showrunner and the artist, storyboard artist from Legend of Korra, a show which I enjoy immensely. We do not want to make the show that we watched. We want to make the show that we remembered. And I thought that was such a brilliant mindset to go into this project, to use in order to go into this project.
And it totally comes across like that.
Yeah. Like, you'd feel, there's the other fireworks. It feels like classic Voltron, but it's like, whenever you look back on something with fond memories and nostalgia, those nostalgia goggles always make something look a lot better than it actually was. Yeah. So it's like, we want to make the show that we think was the awesome show we remembered.
What are you two doing?
Yeah, we kind of do. Sorry. This is important.
Was that Brady?
Yeah, it was Brady.
Oh my god. Makes sense considering how little screen time David gets in this podcast.
Yo.
He truly is legendary Godzilla.
We don't know.
Andreas, I commented again.
The David has awakened.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Oh.
They got the perfect picture, too.
Oh, someone wants you to review Terror of Mechagodzilla on Pornhub.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Kinky Kong was giving that half of its views.
Oh, scared.
Oh, God.
Oh, Andres, we need to show you the images we looked up of Kinky Kong when you were asleep last night.
Oh,
it is some crazy stuff.
I just love that he had to be asleep.
I've already hit the mention.
Don't show him the
Not
other
just
images
before.
of things you did while he was asleep.
No. You mean lying awake while he snored? Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much all we
God,
did.
a bomb went off.
And
fucking
he fell off the bed from laughter.
I have a
Things
very
are
bad snoring
going
problem.
downhill on these comments like really fast.
It looks like
Oh, we haven't used the gist scale in many years.
yeah, that's
was the gist?
That's
that
how we used to measure things. Like if something was awesome, it would get a 10 on the gist scale, and then if it wasn't so awesome, it'd get a little dribble, you know.
We need to revive the jizz
Get a little leak.
We need like a nice like flash animation of the jizz scale.
No, we don't. What are
Yes,
you
you do.
talking about?
That we can actually like.
Crude drawings. Hell yeah.
You know,
No, I'll do it with
the
crayons.
viewers have dropped by almost half in the time you've been talking about that.
so goody.
Oh, I wonder why.
But let's see. Ooh,
Voltron.
Jacob-
goes-
Voltron Legendary Defenders. So, I guess what's been your favorite aspect of the show?
Like overall, like the
Mhm.
continuity and the
Mhm.
animation,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. All look slightly different
Mm-hmm.
and have different things, and how they explain the paladins
Mm-hmm.
and how the lions work.
Right.
Like they're almost AI a bit.
Right.
So like overall, like
Mm-hmm.
everything.
And speaking of the lines, I noticed that they kind of have possibly maybe an influence of Robo. Partly controlled. It's like half of it is controlled manually. The other half is like willpower.
Yeah, and since the lions kind of have their own personalities,
Mhm.
it's a little bit of that. Like, you know, the lions tell them things in their head.
Way they have a bit of a character to them as well, and personalities have to complement these as well. And I do love the continuity. I love having an overarching story as opposed to having plot every single episode.
Yeah.
It was quite a big risk of them to not go with the Monster of the Week formula. As safe as it is, and despite me loving, seeing robots and monsters, I'm not so much a fan of the Monster of the Week formula. Done poorly, it can be used as a crutch for lack of story or lack of any character development.
And it also, like, every time they encounter the monster, by it.
Right.
Like, especially that one, like Evangelion style, like the one with all the lasers I don't know if he had a name.
I think so.
He was super Evangelion Angel.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that.
That's
Yeah, it looked
creepy
like.
as hell.
Yeah. He definitely reminded me of an Ava unit. Yeah, I would say like there are shows that that can pull off the Monster of the Week formula correctly. Like I know with Symbionic Titan, in some episodes they always had a monster per episode, but some episodes the monster was more of an afterthought because there was another bigger conflict going on, and they threw the monster in at the last minute.
Because they needed a monster.
Possibly, yeah, for the toys that they will never sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
so yeah, I guess this is just us because nobody else here has watched this.
Nope.
I mean, I have sort of a history with Voltron. It's just it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. But I guess like overall, I guess we can say that we both really dig Legendary Defender.
Yeah, very well done.
Mm-hmm, I can't wait to just get like full on into it and all the nitty gritty details.
I can't wait for the toys.
Oh yes. Have you seen the? I think they were planning Chogokin, like solo Chogokin Voltron figure.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
it's Soul, which means expensive.
Ooh yes.
So if it were Super Robot, I'd be all over it.
Right.
Soul is, no, that's probably going to be at least $200 or $300.
Ooh yeah.
So, and you can totally buy it for me.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. What else? I am interested in what in wondering if they are going to make toys based off of Legendary Defender Voltron.
A friend of mine was telling me, I forget who has the rights to it, but I think it's one of the companies that had the rights originally for toys. So it's going to be pretty good, I think. Hopefully.
I'm also very happy that this show's existence because animated shows that have been primarily action oriented have been getting the shaft over the last like decade or so. I mean, we had like what was it? Young Justice was canceled, Thundercats was canceled, Symbionic Titans was canceled. I think there was Motor City on Disney Channel that was canceled. Tron Uprising was also canceled. Just a lot. Legend of Korra didn't even get to air its last season. It was only on Nickelodeon's website where you can see the entire last season.
Green Lantern TAS. That
Green
was
Lantern.
really, really good apparently.
Right.
Got canceled too.
Like all the Justice League stuff and Young Justice, their formula seems to be 2 seasons and that's it.
Yeah.
And then they move on.
Yeah.
Or in some cases, just 1 season and
Which is
you get the boot.
Crap.
Which was garbage for Justice Unlimited because that was a really good show.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
I still don't think any superhero cartoon has reached that level of writing yet that
True.
I've seen personally. That really is an
It was
incredible show.
right now, like a lot of children's programming is like so bubblegum and like so like dumbed down and like washed out. It was amazing to actually like have an animated series that was more adult oriented, I guess, but like it still could appeal to kids, I guess.
The fact that Teen Titans Go exists just hurts me.
Right. Has anyone seen the almost anime style Fantastic Four series that was on for a
From
while?
that Cartoon Network.
That one was really good.
I really enjoyed that one. I love the episode where the Hulk was in it because we hadn't seen an animated Hulk in a long time.
And
He looked really
Spider-Man, was it Unlimited?
Oh, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular
Spider-Man was also canceled and replaced with
No.
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah.
The one where they go to the other dimension where the animals
That's the
are.
90s one.
No, what?
No, that's
Ultimate
that's
Spider-Man.
Ultimate
no,
Spider-Man.
Ultimate
Oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Ultimate
The
Spider-Man,
meta
yeah,
style.
that's
That
the
one-
jokey one.
Yeah,
that one-
We're talking about the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
Spider-Man Unlimited was a sequel to the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Right.
Kind of.
That tried to beat
Kind of.
Batman Beyond.
Ultimate Spider-Man
Mhm.
was jokey, but not too jokey. It had like just enough.
I kind of disagree with that.
It depends on what episode too.
That's
Like,
true.
Some of them were a little more than others, but overall, I think it was really well done. Like, I don't like this trend of making Aunt May younger and younger.
Yeah.
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 No. I was through the Civil War thinking I've never wanted to bang Aunt May before. That's
Yourself, Dylan.
that's something I didn't need in my life.
Have you never seen Rosemary Harris?
Well, don't worry. In the next reboot, she'll be 16.
Yeah, you saw that meme, right? Where it was like, she was like 12 and Peter Parker was like 6.
You're right, Bill. I can't hold it back anymore. She was so dignified.
Oh, God.
You want a beer?
Yeah. So I do gotta say, so I'm very happy to.
holding your liquor.
I'm very happy to see that Voltron
You okay?
I do.
has been in getting the critical acclaim that it's gotten, and hopefully with the Netflix format, it's able to succeed and thrive where other shows that have been on television failed.
The only bad thing is how long we'll have to wait for the next season.
Right, an entire year.
If I had to wait a whole year for Daredevil season 2, you could probably wait for that.
We all had to wait for it.
I mean, we don't have. It's not like we have a choice.
Oh yeah, but it's just like still, patience is there.
And that's one reason why I don't binge watch.
Yes. Yeah, don't be like me watching Daredevil for the first time. I binge watched the whole thing an entire night.
Oh god! And now, like,
are you okay?
I still gotta watch.
We just got the new season of Marco Polo, which is cool too,
Mhm.
which is fantastic. If you haven't watched it,
If you like inaccurate Mongolian history.
who doesn't? And dozens and dozens of naked women. I don't know.
So it's essentially Mongolian Game of Thrones.
Kind of. Yeah, I guess so. But Kublai Khan is, I mean, like, he's hilarious and awesome.
Things that have never been said. Kublai Khan was hilarious.
It might have been. It could have been very funny.
It's
Okay.
let's put it that way.
Let's see.
3 was kind of compared
What's
to
going on? Animation.
but 4 is
I'm reading comments now.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, I guess like shows like Steven Universe and Adventure Time, regular show, at least in terms of the first two shows, Steven Universe and Adventure Time, they do have bits of drama and action as well. But it's like they kind of advertise itself through the humor. Or
yeah. She's a huge Adventure Time fan, and I was not as much until I learned.
Or at all.
Yeah. Until I learned like how dark it actually was.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The mushroom
Like,
war
legit
and all
fucked
that.
up.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like my favorite episodes are anything with Marceline and the Ice King.
Yep. But like knowing the background, how it's post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, yeah.
That made a difference for me. Now I watch it differently, but the regular show I'm not fond of.
Yeah. I kind of got bored of it.
I'm also
yeah.
picky about animation art.
Yeah, yeah.
Artist.
Okay.
So, like I grew up on things like Johnny Quest, like good anime and stuff. So
He refuses to watch Bob's Burgers with me because
He's
of
not
the
a fan of the
animation.
arts.
Yeah.
For the longest time,
I will listen to H. John Benjamin read a phone book. I will listen to whatever he's talking about. I don't care.
I'm John Benjamin. I'm
Yes.
read his phone book.
Yeah.
619
Really?
775502.
Yeah. Regular shows like one of those comedies where it's kind of you need to be that specific kind of person for you to enjoy something like regular.
And
show.
I liked Bob's Burgers when it was in Archer.
Yeah.
was great.
Yes, that was genius.
Are they on the same network?
No. It's just like one episode of Archer did an entire tribute to Bob's Burgers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because he had amnesia and he had inadvertently become Bob.
Yeah, it was great.
Because they're both
did? Oh,
Archer
that's
and Bob.
hysterical.
Archer and Bob. Yeah.
It's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure that episode's on Netflix.
That makes sense too. They sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
What's
I mean,
his
John,
name?
John
That makes
Benjamin
sense,
sounds the same. He has that same
But
like kind of mundane voice.
I know, like as much as we like Archer,
Yeah.
I like the Venture Brothers more.
Mm-hmm.
No, because it's more along the lines of like a cross between the Tick and Johnny Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched F is for Family?
Oh, F is for
F
Family.
Bill Burr's animated series.
No.
Bill
You
Burr,
need
he's
to
a-
watch. It's on Netflix. Only 6 episodes for the season 1. It is also
it is freaking
genius.
hilarious.
I
It's
still
all
gotta finish
it's
that.
all
Only
set in the
halfway through.
70s because that's when he grew up. He's in it as a little
Like
kid.
that
Bill Burr, the guy who I don't know if you've ever seen his stand up. He's freaking hilarious.
Maybe I have.
But this
I
show
like
was
Bill Burr.
amazing.
I
It's
love
only
it
6
because I love him.
episodes because they were doing like a
I like Bill
test
Burr,
run.
but
I really hope it gets like a full length season 2 soon.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
Speaking
I
of,
never finished
here,
it, so
I
I'm
have
just tired
to
of the
pimp an
family
animated
sitcom,
show
except for Bob's
on
Burgers.
Hulu. I think
I
that
hear
nobody here has
Family
ever seen called
cartoon
the Awesome.
Oh, I can definitely.
I've heard of it. It's a superhero thing, right?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, of course.
it's like a weird
Family Guy.
animation style, but it's like
Yes.
superhero comedy,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious.
Mhm.
Absolutely
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's not getting any credit or
No,
like.
they've done like 3 seasons on Hulu,
Yeah, it's completely underrated.
and really, really well done. Like really good continuity in the writing, but invisible, totally invisible.
Mhm.
It's always sad when that happens.
Yeah. A lot of shows, a lot of like pieces of media out there certainly do receive more deserving of like more attention.
Yeah,
What about you ever watch BoJack Horseman?
Ooh,
I was gonna say I hated that,
Aw.
Really?
but that's another thing. Like I didn't like the art. Like
Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
my thing.
I could definitely see that.
It
yeah.
takes me out.
I hear
Yeah.
that.
It's got a similar art style, but like, did you ever see Ugly Americans?
Yeah, it looks like Ugly Americans.
We loved Ugly Americans.
Ugly Americans was hilarious. Like that was good enough where I could watch it. I guess. Like
it's on Comedy Central.
That's the one where like all the zombies and stuff are just like living
like
in
just
New York. Just monsters in New York, just like regular people. Like this dude.
It's hard to describe. You have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's almost like a slice of life series if the series took place in a world where every single monster in fiction,
like your main character is a
everything.
human, but his roommate's a zombie, and he's having an affair with his boss lady, who's the devil.
and
The daughter of the devil.
The daughter of the devil.
and his coworker is a wizard.
Right, yeah, coworkers.
Oh, yeah, a slacker wizard.
Leonard, I think that was his name.
Yeah.
I think I saw him at G-Fest today. I'm pretty sure I saw that guy.
That is awesome. Now, another thing that also I've noticed in terms of like current animation trends is that you mentioned something about like the art style. I noticed that, like, especially when you look at Steven Universe, Adventure Time, regular show, they're always, and even
Wander Over
Yonder, and Gravity Falls. They're all of them are going for like a very simplistic art style.
Yeah, and
it's a cartoon that
wasn't it made by like the Craig McCracken?
Yeah, it was Craig McCracken,
the Powerpuff Girls guy.
Craig McCracken.
See, I've never seen that. Like, I can get into like simple cartoony art style, but well drawn, like Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But when it just looks like somebody drew on notebook paper with a ballpoint pen, I
with
can't
the really
do it.
thin lines.
But I'm older, so like I grew up on like Alex Toth cartoons and like Doug Wildey stuff, like the old Hanna-Barbera, where it's like it was like
very
they drew
more
the
detailed
fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily more detailed, but you could tell that the guys could draw. And they were drawing that way on purpose, as opposed to like, I'm making a cartoon and I can't really draw, but I'm going to do it.
It's all budgetary constraints.
I think so. Yeah, like the more simpler the designs are, the more fluid the animation can be, I guess.
Yeah, there's a whole other like level of talent involved with like doing the simplistic art style well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tartakovsky's the best in the business, in my opinion. I mean, he just does
but
this
like
stuff.
when you look at his stuff, that he can draw anything he wants, and he chooses to draw like that.
Exactly.
But and that's my hang up in particular. So like, it's not necessarily something that's like a legit thing.
Yeah,
it's like it's a cup of tea. Type of deal.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I like my cup of tea drawn realistically.
As opposed to just a simple, like a simple cylinder.
Like a clip art cup of tea.
With flash animated water.
Look at this theme coming up with little wavy lines.
Yeah.
Like
all done on Windows Movie Maker.
Well, she watches Ruby. Really well.
I love the story and I love how it's written. I like the character development. It looks like it was made in Flash. I can't stand it, but I love the show. Like,
that's how I feel about BoJack Horseman. I know the animation's a little crude, but it's so well written.
If that were live action, it would be awesome.
Like if they could redo Ruby like in a better animation style, I think it would be way bigger than it is.
And the
now,
funny thing
so
about
well done.
Ruby is that if you look at the credits, they have a ginormous staff.
And it looks like it.
Rooster Teeth is starting to become a much bigger company now. Like when they first
So
started.
now the only thing you can assume is they're doing it that way because that's the way they've always done it.
I would guess. I mean, perhaps maybe like when they'll possibly reboot it somewhere in the future, maybe they'll actually do an animated style, or maybe it's because they can't find people to do like that type of animation.
I also agree with the
there's-
Sci-Fi Dragon, what he just said.
Because there's promotional art for it where the characters are all done in a really elegant anime style, and it looks. I'm like, why aren't they doing this?
Yeah. Well, Cap just brought up South Park.
Yeah.
And that's a really interesting example because when it started, it was the crudest animation possible. But what carried it was how funny it was. And now they're at the point with their technology that they could do anything they want, and it looks way better than it ever has.
They got a whole episode done in 6 days.
Yeah, but, they do it all in a week, and yet they still like stick to this level of simplistic.
Well, I think when it comes to that, it's like it's known style. It's a very highly stylized cartoon, even though it is like super simplistic. Like I think if they changed it, fans would be pissed.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm surprised that there hasn't been any backlash because it has improved drastically, but it's been very gradual. I think.
Well, the Simpsons style, like where they gradually improved and changed.
It's not as jarring as like when Batman TAS started drawing everything differently.
No.
When it switched to the adventures of Batman and Robin.
Adventures.
Fuck that.
You just open a can of worms. This is your show now.
No, I constantly bitch about that. Like I hate the whole like character redesigns they did on like several things. I didn't like
I hate most
Joker
of them.
look.
Like Scarecrow looks cool, but like the rest of them, like,
Scarecrow's
what are you
the best
doing?
one.
Joker
Yeah.
looked like shit. I didn't like Mr. Freeze, especially since like Mike Mignola helped design the original Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
So like,
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a part in designing the original Mr. Freeze for Batman the Animated Series, and when they redesigned him, he didn't just like everything just looked so I don't know, like it looked too kiddie.
They
I
made it
guess.
to match up more with the Superman cartoon, and it
Yeah,
doesn't really
yeah.
work for Batman.
No.
I love that Superman cartoon.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that's
that
my
was
favorite
fantastic.
version of Superman. Like that's amazing. And they tried to make them match up, and it almost looks
because they have
more
so many
jarring.
because they have so many crossover episodes.
Yeah. They eventually started having them cross over a couple times a season.
I don't understand. You're crossing them over. I don't understand why that means the Joker can't have lips.
You think like, let's have the animation styles clash to show the distinctions.
Yeah, that would have been great.
I wonder how the Joker would speak since he has no lips in that series.
And
And
Batman TAS always had this great like 1940s look, and then
Yeah.
it just looked like Metropolis, but darker.
Yeah.
And Superman has that too, but it's a different side of the 40s, like the really futuristic,
More of
optimistic side.
more of like a 30s like view of what the future should look
Yeah,
like.
like that scene from the Batman movie Mask of the Phantasm where they go to that
City of
future-
Tomorrow.
The City of Tomorrow.
Or
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
or like Metropolis.
Like Metropolis, yeah.
Metropolis. Going back.
An aside, really quick.
Mhm.
Anyone here watch the Flash live action show?
I watched like an
a little bit of
episode.
it. It's
Unfortunately,
very
no.
interesting.
Because
I've heard good
there was an episode in the last season we watched, which wasn't the current season, I guess, but where they went to Jay Garrick's version of what's his city? I can't even remember now. They went to Jay Garrick's dimension where he
Alright.
came from.
Earth 2.
Yeah, and it took me a while to realize everything in their Earth 2 was Batman the Animated Series.
Mhm.
Oh.
It was, and
God, I gotta
Metropolis.
watch this
You
thing.
It's
have
all
to
very
watch
Art
it.
Deco and like
The police, the cars, everything was designed after the animated series style of stuff, except it was live action.
That's so cool.
It was amazing, and once I saw it, like it made me angry that they didn't do that more.
side note,
yeah.
Funko is coming out with the Gorilla Grodd pop.
Nice.
Nice.
We have to find the Voltron now.
Yeah.
She got me the Godzilla pop today.
I gotta collect those, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of those at G-Fest. Those are so nice.
I think I got myself the Burning Godzilla pop figure.
That's my favorite one.
I just like that they released variations on them because you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect that for an American, like a primarily American
see some-
company.
Oh no,
Right.
Funko like they come out with as many variations as they can because they want money.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they have like a
So-
shitload
many
of like
pops do you have?
Batmans.
I have over 200.
They have a
Oh,
They
nice.
have a
I mean,
Darth
just look
Vader
at
that's
SH Monsters.
not
All they
like
do
a
now is
shot
just
by the lightning.
repaints.
Yep.
Oh,
They
that's
do all
awesome.
the variations.
But
Uh,
the repaints
I
are
wish we
good
could
because
do
I
more
was able to get the Millennium on the second run
Mm.
Yeah.
when I couldn't, like it was gone the first one. Like
Mhm.
I tried to get it last year at G Fest,
Mhm.
and by the time I got to the dealer's room, they were like, "No, dude, those were like first wave, they were gone."
Ah, okay.
Fortunately, nobody likes Mogera, so
They've done a
Mogera.
They've
Mogera.
I would love to see a little
Mogera.
cute figure with the blank white eyes and the
do it.
Thanks.
Like you could actually paint them out, mod it. A
Yeah,
lot
it's
of people
true.
mod them.
And they sell the blank ones now too.
do that.
They sell blank mail
You
and
should,
milk form, so
you should
can just
totally
make your
do
own.
an Andres pop.
I'm just
Draco Azul would look good as a Funko Pop figure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen like the Gigantor Funko Pop figure.
Really?
Yeah. I saw him once or twice at my local comic book shop back home.
Wow.
I'd like to see Hanna-Barbera Funko Pop figure. That'd be awesome.
I'm pretty sure they exist.
Really?
And
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're
Oh.
just coming out with
I
a
think I
bunch
may
of
have.
Hanna-Barbera ones.
I think I may have seen
Well,
Secret
they've got
Squirrel at
Space
one
Ghost.
point.
Yeah, cool Space Ghost.
Oh, that's
Space
a
Ghost,
Funko Pop
yes.
A Funko Pop of Space Ghost.
I want
Yeah.
to say.
yeah,
I wanna,
actually
I want to say I saw
the
a
guy,
Cyclops one.
the voice actor guy across from me, he actually has them for sale there.
Was he there today?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't see him once.
That's right. Yeah. on-
Space Ghost. I know he's the
Yeah,
voice of Brack.
Oh God. Okay.
Right. He,
Gotta talk.
poster.
I'm not just.
That was on.
I don't
saw that on
think
the
so.
There were two voices he did on Aqua Teen.
Toho Society, Sad Gear.
Sad gear.
Yeah.
What did it need? Godzilla snakes.
Yeah. Wow.
That's where the ending bed
And the
ended up.
series are very
A Clockwork
remakeable film.
Orange Funko
You
Pop
can-
just went
you
for
can,
$14,500.
Very easy to do.
Jesus.
It's the most expensive pop. There was only 12 made.
What's going on there?
The Clockwork Orange Funko Pop.
God.
One went up for sale recently.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me see
And
that.
the bed was 14.
You know what we
Yeah.
should talk about? It's not a honorary. It's a real award, just arbitrarily created.
For you.
So, like you, the door for
achievement in the field of excellence.
this could mean it can mean actual advances in the field of excellence.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Now I want a Funko Pop of the Lost Skeleton. Yeah.
Oh. Did you ever had like that chibi art?
No. I break much learn enough sculpting to make it like a really bad looking garage pop. She's showing me. I want to Fubi style. Casts, bootleg toys and stuff. Tim.
You don't like the way like that.
Get this guy some